Okay, welcome to this tutorial. Last week we introduced number basis, and its conversion. So today we are going to look at how to convert from base 10 to other bases. So to do this, we follow some simple steps. The first one is to divide the base 10 number by the new base number. Number two is you continue dividing until 0 is reached. Then the third step is to write down the remainder each time. The fourth step is to start at the last remainder and read upwards to get the answers. Okay, so let's look at some examples. Number one, convert the following: 68 base 10 to base 4. 129 base 10 to base 2. Okay, so let's start with 68 base 10 to base 4. So as we said earlier, you divide it by the new base. Okay, you want to convert 68 base 10 to base 4, you have to divide it by 4 till you have 0 here. So 6 divided by 4, it will be 1, remainder 2. You take the 2 there and bring it to 8, and we now have 28. 28 divided by 4 will be 7. So this, and there is no remainder, so that will be remainder. The remainder there is 0. So the next one, you go the next line, you have to divide 17 by 4 now. 17 divided by 4 is, you take your 4 multiplication table. You know that 4 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16. So if we take 4, how many is remaining to get to 17? 1. Take your 4 again, this will be 1. Is there any remainder? No, so that's 0. And this is not 0, so we keep dividing. 1 divided by 4. You see that if you take your 4 times table, 4 times 1 is 4, so it's already greater than 1. So let's look for something lower than 1. And let's take 0. 4 times 0 is 0. So what is remaining to get to 1 is 1. So we take 0 here, remainder 1. And you pick it, you read it upwards, and that would be 1010 base 4. So this equals to 68 base 10. Okay, this was for our first example. Our second example was 129 base 10 to base 2. Okay, so we do the same thing. You bring in 129 and you fix in 2. 129 divided by 2, we take it one after the other. You can't go with 1, so you take the next one, 2. That makes it 12 divided by 2, 6. Now there is 9 here. 9 divided by 2, take your 2 multiplication table. You know that 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8, is remaining 1 to get to 9. So this will be 64, remainder 1. You go with 2 again. 6 divided by 2 is 3, because 2 times 3 is 6. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and the remainder is what? 0. You go with 2 again. 2 divided by 3 is 2 times 1 is 2. So you take 1. What is remaining to get to 3 is 1. So you bring the 1 here, and here becomes 12. 12 divided by 2 is 2 times 6 is 12. So you take 6, and there is no remainder here. Similar thing here, 2 times 8 is 16. So you take 8, and definitely there is no remainder. Same thing, 4, there is no remainder. Again here, 2, there is no remainder. Still goes with your 2, 1, there is no remainder. This is where it gets tricky. When you divide this by 2, it will be 2 times 0 is 0. So you can take 0, and what is remaining is 1, alright? And you pick it up from here. So 129 base 10 will equals 1 0 0 0 0 0 0. How many places? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1. Base what? 2. Okay. So let's look at let's try this. You can try this. Convert. You can try this exercise. Convert 68 base 10 to base 5. Okay, you can pause this video and try it. So if you do it, the first thing you do is to bring in your log division sign, and obviously 68 will be here and 5 will be here. So when you divide down, you see that your answer should give you 233 base 5. Okay, same thing, let's look at that. First, same thing is here. 6 divided by 5 will be 1, remainder 1. You bring it here. What divides 18? How many times does 5 divide 18? That's 5 times 3, 15, remainder what? 3. So that's the 3 here. If you go down, you see that you will get 2 here finally. Then when you take it up, okay, let's continue. 5 will go here. 5 times 2 is 10. And the remainder is 3 to get to 13. 5 will go here, 0. What is remaining to get to 2? 2. Okay, so when you pick it up, that's when you get this answer. Alright, so that is it for converting from base 10 to other numbers. So how about let's look at converting decimals to from one from a base from one base to base 10. All right, so let's look at this. Okay, so example. So what if we have this convert the following. Alright, so we should convert this bicimals to decimals. So the first one is 1.0101. So to convert this, we assign a power of 0 to the whole number from here, and from here we assign a power of -1, -2, and -3. Okay, and these are bicimals, and they are in base, that means they are in base 2. So to convert this, we start by having this equals to 1 times 2 to power 0 plus 1 times 2 raised to power -1 plus 0 times 2 raised to power -2 plus 1 times 2 raised to power -3. So this will be what? 1 times any number raised to power 0 is 1 plus 1 times any number raised to power -1 is 1 divided by that number plus 0 times this will give you 0 plus 1 times 2 raised to power -3. From your recall from your loss of indices, this will be 1 times 1 divided by 2 raised to power 3. Anytime there is a negative sign here, it means there is division, and whatever power is here, you bring it here. So this will be 1 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 8. No, sorry, this will be 1 plus this is 1 over 2. Okay, sorry about that. This is 1 over 2. So we have 1 plus 0.5 plus 0.125. This will give you 1.625. Alright, so that's the answer. So what you should take note to convert a bicimal to a decimal, we first express each digit as a power of 2, then change the powers to fractions. Okay, and you should note that base 10 fractions or decimals are based on negative power. So let's take another example. Are based on negative powers of 10. Base 10 fractions or decimals are based on negative powers of 10. Let's take another example so that we really understand what we are doing. So the second example, convert 110.11 to base 10. Okay, so let's solve it still using our method. So this will be 110.11 This comes with the power of 0, 1, 2. This is the whole number side. Then this decimal side start with -1, -2. Okay, so this will be what? 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 0 plus 1 times 2 raised to power -1 plus 1 times 2 raised to power -2. Okay, this will be what? 1 times 4 plus 1 times 2 plus 0 plus 1 times, recall 2 raised to power -1 is 1 all over 2 raised to power 1 because of this here 1, and there's a negative power here. Same thing goes here, plus 1 times 1 because of the negative power all over 2 raised to power 2. Okay, so this will be 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. So this will give us 6 plus 0.5 plus 0.25. This will equal to 6.75 base 10. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next video, in which we'll be talking about how to convert a given number from one base to another base. So sometimes you might not just be given from 6 to convert to base 10. What if you are given, say, a number? What if you are given, say, a number 626 base 6, that you should convert this to base 7? So this is what we'll be looking at in our next video. I hope to see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.